All right, what's going on, guys? You know where you are. You're at Comics Elite. I'm Shawn,
This is Drew.
and we have a different setup because we're recording this ourselves. No camera guy today, but I think we can manage. So this is our Studio B, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah.
Studio B.
Backup. So one of our contingency plans,
Yeah,
like Batman.
There you go. Yeah, Batman's contingency plan. So we're a little glary, but that's okay. We have a pretty harsh light over there. That's right. You just have to deal with our overexposed grapes shining on you, right?
Yeah, like that one.
It's all the comic knowledge for me just bouncing off my head.
Yeah,
So
great.
we're here with this. We're doing skip-its for this video. Skip-its and the runner-ups. The meh, like, they're not in any order because, man, 30, 35, 37 comics this week, I think I read. How about you?
Close to 30 this week.
Oh, my God, it's crazy. There's a ton. So let's just get right cracking to it. So we're doing runner-ups.
Okay. Yep.
If we have the same book, we'll just pull it out. So she said, and just get right to it. So
Radiant Black.
okay, talk about that one because that one almost made my skip-its.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm starting to fall out of love with this series.
Yeah.
I like it, but I'm having very mixed feelings about it now.
Yeah, me too.
On one hand, it's a terrific story about a writer struggling with writer's block and having to move back home. But on the other hand, it's kind of a poor superhero story.
Yeah.
And I'm having a feeling it doesn't know what it wants to be. But it's a case of trying to have its cake and eat it too. So I say maybe pick it up if you're enjoying it. It's amazing.
This one was it was just slow.
Yeah.
I mean, I still feel like we're getting a very close look into Kyle Higgins' life.
Yeah. He looks like him too.
Writing struggles, everything. But I'm looking forward to the next one. Hopefully it picks up some more steam with the next one. Mine was it's hard to see with the glare, but the B Quest.
Oh, number 2.
The B Quest number 2. This one is a little confusing. I mean, the art is still phenomenal in it. The art is spectacular. It just definitely didn't make the top 10. I did enjoy it.
Even with the white supremacist villains that they
I didn't get that at all in this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
I didn't get a single white supremacist guy thing going on in there. There was some flashbacks, but I didn't get that at all. It just seemed kind of, it's not written very well, Tim, I'm a fan of your stuff, man, but it's just not, it's kind of confusing. There's just, maybe I need it spelled out for me a little more. Maybe I'm an idiot. Just didn't really do it for me. It's a skip it.
In case it didn't say it, Radiant Black number 3. In case it didn't.
There you go. I got a lot of glare on my side this show, but it's okay. All right, next one I have Avengers.
I got Way of X.
Okay, you picked the 1 in 10 ratio.
Yeah, it's one I could find.
Go ahead.
So it's okay.
Way of X1. Yeah,
it's okay for me. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. I do like what we're getting from Nightcrawler. We're getting a taste of what I want. I was hoping for more of a religious struggle from him. I was hoping for more of that.
Yeah,
because he's a very religious character.
Yeah,
he's Catholic.
He's definitely very lost.
Yeah, he's very lost in this, and I really was hoping for more of that. I mean, we got some stuff with him talking back and forth with Magneto, saying he's too lighthearted.
Yeah,
but still, I wanted more. If it's a whole issue centered around him struggling with that faith, I would love this more. But it's okay. It's not bad.
Okay. I'll talk more about that later. Okay. So Avengers made it into mine. It's much better than the Phoenix one we had. It's a huge improvement. The characters are all moving forward. I love the character progression. There's a little bit of bleed over from the terrible Wolverine from we see the vampires living in the Ukraine right now. Good job to that, at least Marvel. This is definitely what's happening in the shared universe. But just not good enough to be, I enjoyed it, just not good enough to be in the top 10.
That may be in one of my lists a little later on. I can say which one.
Okay. All right, next.
I got
whatever the hell this was. Yeah, so the first story in that. So go ahead. You have the Old Guard.
Yeah, the Old Guard.
So he has Old Guard Tales Through Time.
Yes.
And I have Kojaru
the Skinner.
Kojikaru the Skinner. Kojikaru.
Yes.
I guess. There you go. Go ahead.
So we more or less have spinoffs from an original series that these are based off of.
Okay.
And mine is based off the Old Guard.
Old Guard.
Yeah. Yes. And I was never the biggest fan of it. I thought it was okay. It wasn't great.
Okay. Yeah.
But this one, I would say if you're a fan of it, you may enjoy this. To me, I mean, there are two stories in this. One centered about the origin of the axe one lady has. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then the other one's about a gay couple being persecuted in 1930s Germany. And
I was so bored with the second. I was so bored with the second one. It was slow. The first story is pretty cool. How the axe has changed, but it's still her axe. Yes. That was really cool.
Yeah.
This one here, again, not a bad story. The Kojaru Skinner, not a bad story.
Yeah.
Just didn't make the top 10.
Yeah.
If you got extra money, you want to pick it up. Kind of cool. Witches and stuff.
Or if you're fans of the lore, if you're fans of the original stories, this may be for you. You know,
sure.
Maybe.
What was this the original to? I don't even know this was a continuation.
I think it might have been just originally Kojikaru. May have been, or it was a spinoff from something else. I know that.
I don't know. I didn't read it, but I gave it a shot. Yeah. It's one of two. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. All right, next. I have Eternals.
Actually, I've got Eternals. Oh, that's my next one on top.
Yeah. So Eternals number 4.
Yeah.
This one, towards the end, it totally redeemed itself because we're finally getting hit. All right. So I was never the biggest Eternals fan. I don't really know the Eternals very well. I'm going back and reading some of the trades, and I got to tell you, man, they're a tough read.
Yes, they are. It is a very tough read.
I'm pushing through them because I just don't care about these characters. There's a reason why the Eternals have never been a good selling series from Marvel. I really need this one. This is one of those books where, like, 3 years from now, this will be a trade. It'll be one of those like, oh man, it's so good. You got to read this trade. That's a great story. But now it's just so slow giving it to us. At the end, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Somebody shows up at the end. You're like, yes, finally. Like, that's what's going on. There's a good twist at the end. We're getting some stuff revealed.
Yes.
The interior art is still absolutely beautiful from Assad Ribic.
That's the best part of this, Assad's art.
It's so good. I'm a little tired of the machine being broke. Like, okay, the machine's an idiot. We get it. It's supposed to be providing some little lighthearted humor, I guess, but it's starting to be annoying.
Just got to fix a Johnson rod. That's all it takes, and it works again. Come on.
Yes, yeah. So that, anyway, you want to add to that?
No, just honestly, if you're going to read it for anything, if you're going to get this for anything, it's going to be his art. The art in this is terrific.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And the last issue was kind of like, and this one's a little bit better. I'm hoping this gains a little more steam. Okay.
Very much a slow burn.
Yeah. For show. Okay, next I have Dark Knight.
I'm going to save that for later. It's one of my skills. I got Flash.
Flash. Oh, Flash is in there too. Hold on. We'll jump to Flash. Go ahead. You start.
So I didn't really care for the fact that they've reduced the powerful, mysterious Speed Force to essentially a fuel line with a leak.
Yeah, that was super oversimplification.
Are you kidding me? Really?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, whatever. The jokey jokes are okay. You know, I understand why some people may like Goldbug. Is her name?
Gold Beetle.
Gold Beetle. You know, but she was slightly less obnoxious than Naomi, in my opinion. But it's okay. I'm more or less excited for the next issue with what we got teased at the very end.
Yeah,
that blew me away. But the art's terrific. Art is terrific in it.
Yeah, this is definitely one you can read with your kids.
Yes.
You know, it's and I enjoyed it. I liked it. Gold Beetle she's funny. She's not like LOL funny, like laugh out loud funny. It's kind of like she provides a little bit of lightheartedness in it. I like how she kept hinting to this deeper relationship she has with Wally. Wally doesn't even know who she is. There's definitely a couple cringy moments, but that's the kids part of it comes into it. But it's okay. It's Flash. It's enjoyable again. It's not this deep, heavy, universe-shattering story, but it's also not, oh my God, someone's dying again. It's a light, fun story. I enjoyed it, but it didn't make the top 10.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the point of the JSA is in the series. They're just
I don't know either. Okay, what'd you have next? Oh, that's okay. Go ahead.
The Amazing Steve Spiderman.
And I have this Post Americana.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the only reason why this is a meh and not a skip it is because I love the very beginning and the very end of this. The very, very, very end of it. You know, the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
The pre-credit scene. Those two are the best parts of this.
Gives you something to look forward to.
Exactly. Everything else in the middle? No. It's a used tube sock. No.
Used tube sock. So this Post Americana, I'm enjoying it. It's a pretty, the art is really good in it. You're definitely getting it takes a big twist. It's not what you think it is. At first I was like, what? Like kids, animals, and robots based on a plaything. It's not what you think it is. And the protagonist, she is evil. She's evil AF. And it really picks up steam. I really liked it. It just didn't make the top 10 again. So if you like the Post Americana, I thought it's a solid series. If it keeps going the way it's going to go, it's definitely going to make the top 10. There's just some pretty solid books this week.
Yes, there were.
All right, next we have 10 skip-its, by the way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So I'll start. This one I like the story. It's not as terrible as I thought. I thought it was going to be totally terrible, but I had hope for Aftershock because Aftershock's very, very selective with how they vet their stories. I know one of the owners, Joe, he's very picky about the stories.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, Joe Pruitt, great dude. So this is really good. I really enjoyed the Girls of Dimension 13. I'm looking forward to the next one. I thought it was really good. Surprisingly good. There was no political weirdness to it. Just a fun story of a bunch of chicks with powers get brought together in this weird, like a mansion type, it's definitely a mansion setting, and weird stuff starts happening. I really liked it.
Yes.
I liked it. Looking forward to the next one. Just didn't make the top 10 because there's great stuff out there. So go ahead with your
Batman. Batman Fortnite 0 point. So I do not play video games at all whatsoever. However, there is absolutely nothing wrong with this comic. It is okay. It is just good. But my problem, the price is $5.99 for this.
Yeah. So I'll spoiler alert. This makes it into my top 10 because this is already a $20 book.
Yes, it is.
This was severely under-ordered by retailers. DC didn't do a very good job of promoting it, letting us know what was going on. And the code is all the rage. Everybody wants the codes for these books to put into Fortnite. If you collect all 5 codes from all 5 issues, it unlocks a super special code or another skin. So this book is going nuts. It's hard to find. I know a lot of people that are totally sold out of it. This book, it's a $20 book right now. And the story is really good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's a solid, good story.
Yeah, it's a good story. Lots of just
the art's terrific too.
It's not super. Your kids would like it.
Yes, absolutely.
Your kids would really like the story because all the Fortnite people show up in it. It's not super wordy. They just literally they can just thumb through it. Look, it's that guy. Oh, look, it's that guy. Oh, look, and I don't even play Fortnite either. Oh, look, it's that guy. It's fun, and as adults, I enjoyed it too. There's a twist in there that makes it more interesting. I really liked it. Okay, next.
And I got Batman versus Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, okay, I didn't even read that one. I gave up on that series last year when it first started.
Once again, I'm gonna say it again. I love Neil to death. I love his art. The story is just bonkers crazy. If you want to learn about nuclear fusion and the different types of energy, this is the book for you.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is I'm halfway through this and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna doze
really
off,
wordy,
very wordy. But the art is still terrific in this. He's still at the top of this game art wise, but it's a
So Justice League. I really there's some really good parts of this. I like how they're all arguing about Black Adam being a part of the Justice League. Superman's the only one vouching for him. He's like, hey, this guy's kind of turned over a new leaf. And we're seeing, remember, this is from Future State. Something happens to Black Adam where he's not this super evil guy anymore. So he's still arrogant, pompous, which is great. I wish they played on that a little more. He should be a little more arrogant and pompous.
Correct.
They're just making him too quickly into a good guy. I don't like that part of it. They're very quickly making him into a good guy. He's spent centuries being evil. All of a sudden now, because The Rock's playing him in a movie, now he's going to be. They're making him more of a good guy. But at least I like how not everybody's accepting of him. They're all like, hell no. There's a couple scenes where there are like a couple characters who just like F this guy and they left. And I do like the way Bendis is writing this. So right, I do like the way Bendis is writing Naomi. I like the way he's writing it. So, but again, it definitely got bumped out of my top 10 because of the fact Black Adam's becoming too much of a hero way too quick. Not in character with him how it should be going down. So anyway, that's why I didn't make the top 10. Last two. Gojira.
Oh, Gojira.
So that one didn't even make my top 10, but go ahead. So you have Godzilla. This is Godzilla number one.
Yes.
Monsters. What's it called?
Monsters and Protectors.
And Protectors. There you go.
This is the movie cover, movie homage cover.
Yeah, that's a pretty good cover, and it actually says on it it's from 1954 or something at the bottom.
Yeah, it's got to be the original movie.
Image from the film. It's written in kanji, so I can't read it. 1954.
You know, it's one of those things where it's okay. I'm going to assume it's not for me. If you are a kid between the ages of probably 15 to 19, you may get a kick out of this, or 12 to 18. You may like this. Me, I could not stand the kids in this. They're the focus of the story, and they're obnoxious.
I feel like the art was definitely written for like middle schoolers.
Yes, if you're a middle schooler, you'll probably like this. If you're a grown adult,
your kids will like it. If your kids like Godzilla, Gojira, then definitely get it for your kids. It didn't make my top 10. It got bumped out because the art was just way too cartoony, way too cartoony.
Absolutely,
for me.
Yes.
Catwoman, minus Catwoman number 30. Again, another great. It's a good story. I really like how Catwoman's a badass. She's sexy. She's not backing down. The story keeps getting pushed forward. Her and Batman are on a break. I just like it. It just didn't make the top 10. If you're enjoying Catwoman, pick it up. I don't advise skip it. It just didn't make the top 10. And last one before we get to the skip it's last one.
Blade Runner.
Okay, I got Black Knight.
That's in my skip it's.
I don't even read Blade Runner, so go ahead.
It's a story that's getting very convoluted very quickly. This should be one thing about. Did you ever see the original Blade Runner?
Long time ago.
Okay,
I'm not a big fan of it.
Okay, it's essentially a pulp noir story in the future. You know, private eye. You know, hunting down guys. This is getting too complicated. You know, it's veering away from that, which is veering away from what I liked about the original movie.
Okay.
This is too many characters, too many cooks in the kitchen, as you would say, and I've lost interest very quickly. You're losing focus.
And you wanted to like that. You were trying to like that.
Absolutely.
Every week you want to like that.
Yes.
So I have the Black Knight. It just didn't make my top 10 again. I know you're a huge Black Knight fan, so you're probably going to tear this apart.
Absolutely.
I'm not a huge Black Knight fan. I'm just your casual Black Knight fan. I do like some of the old lore, some of the old stories they tell. They bring in, there were some other artifacts made along with the sword. And there's a dude in there trying to find them all, which is really kind of cool. I enjoyed the story. It explains how he's back from the dead. I just didn't like it. Didn't make it enough to be my top 10. I like the art in it. It just didn't make my top 10. Again, if you're a casual Black Knight fan, you'll probably like the series. If you're a hardcore Black Knight fan, you might hate it.
This guy over here.
Okay, now let's get to the skip it's.
Skip it's
all about to get mad.
Well, we're on the subject of Black Knight. Yeah, I'll go ahead and start with mine.
Yeah, go ahead and start with your Black Knight. These are in no particular order either. Since we already talked about this, I'll go to this one.
Okay. So one of the many problems I have with this series, at one point in this series, it is in this book, Dane Whitman, the Black Knight, is pissed off, demanding answers from Percy of Scandinavia, who lived during the reign of King Arthur, as to why he was brought back to life. So as Percy is explaining the history of the blade to him, what is Dane doing? Playing with his goddamn phone. You asked for answers, bitch. What the hell are you? Why? What the hell is going on here? You're demanding answers from him, and you're playing with your damn phone.
I didn't even notice that.
It's like it was literally right after that, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And
you're so mad.
Yes. Oh God! And Elsa Bloodstone, shockingly, is obnoxious, invincible, overly powerful, impatient, and unheroic as any female Marvel character is today as well. And,
it's not every female character is like that.
Vast majority, a significant number.
I wouldn't agree with that. I feel like that's over being too hard on Marvel now. Okay. But anyway, I do agree with Elsa. I mean, that's kind of Elsa. She is, super annoying. Thinks she's a badass.
I just don't buy this characterization of Dane. Cy Spurrier.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't buy the characterization of him being. He's turned him into a fool when he should be. He is a scientist as well as a hero, And if you want to read a really good adventure story, read Avengers: The Gathering from the early 90s. He is front and center, and he is a straight up badass.
You definitely don't get any idea he's a scientist whatsoever. You think he's just like a bro. He's like a bro.
Yes, exactly.
He's he's like a bro. He's be watching football and drinking beer.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He's flipping over tables in this. It's like he's a bro. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's you're a fan of it. I liked it. Didn't make my top 10, but I liked it. Okay. Spider-Man. Guys, save your money. They're building up to something that could be cool.
Yes.
It's not in this issue yet. I skip it. Just hopefully Spider-Man will be cool again here after this King Ransoms is over with.
Mm-hmm. This Romeo and Juliet story they got going on.
I could care less about it. All of it, I could care less. All right, skip Spider-Man. Okay. You know what? Oh God, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. What kind of pile of poop is this?
I had to read this twice. I read through this twice.
I barely got through it once.
These are the ramblings and illustrations you normally get from a serial killer. I felt like I was going through the notebook of the Jokers from the Joker movie in this.
I didn't get that. I didn't get that. So first off, the art is abysmal.
Yes.
It's black and white blobs of just crap. It looks like bad photocopies of stuff.
Yeah, it looks like it's literally photocopied on like a 1990s.
Not appealing whatsoever. And then it's being told. I felt like I was reading like a thesis paper, like a history book.
A history book from the unreliable narrator who keeps changing the story.
And it could be interesting. It sounds like it could be interesting, but they just put way too much in this. They're giving you all this backstory,
Haley's Comet, the history
all
through time,
this stuff. Everybody has powers.
Yeah,
I've had an idea for everybody has power stories for a long time, and I was a little worried. Oh, they took my idea. Nothing to do with anything I would do. This is ridiculous. I just didn't like it at all. Halfway through it, I just started flipping through it. I was like, God, I feel like I'm just wasting my time. I'm not interested. I'm tired of the history lesson. The art is terrible, terrible, terrible art. It almost be better off just make it a book, make it a novel, make it a short story. Don't put the art in there. Anyway, yeah, I agree.
Promise Me Darkness, #1.
It's a bunch of poop.
Yes, it is.
It's a bunch of poop.
And how that got a variant cover,
it's the only way you're going to sell it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, go ahead.
Justice League.
Oh, okay. I already did my Justice League.
Like I said, real quick, I'm gonna sum it up. Yours did yours well. I do not like what they're doing with Black Adam in this, and I do not like how the team has been more accepting of Naomi than Black Adam when they know him more and they just met her essentially.
Yeah. Well, pretty soon he's going to be Gray Adam because he's not dark. He's not.
Oh yeah.
A bad guy anymore.
Yes,
like Gray Adam.
Yeah, like to do with the Jedi. They're not the Gray Jedi.
Yeah. So I have Truth and Justice. Number who gives a shit. Number 3. Just so first off, I could care less about John Constantine at all. And he's the front and center of the story about magic and some other dude in this criminal empire.
Was it Papa Midnight?
Yeah. Just, oh my God. No. If you like John Constantine, get it. If you give a shit less about John Constantine, like me, I could care less about this book. And it's definitely not worth the whatever overinflated price DC's charging now for a comic, $4.99. Wow. And I don't even know if there's a backstory in it. If there is, I didn't even read it because it's just. And this is isn't this supposed to be like about about truth and justice and be more of the SJW platform?
It's propaganda.
I didn't get any of that. I didn't get any propaganda out of this at all. I was looking forward to some propaganda.
Yeah.
Give me some bullshit. Feed me some of your political rhetoric you're going to give me. Nothing. It's just a bad story.
Yeah.
Just a bad story. Anyway, not even what it's supposed to be. You let me down.
Nightwing 79.
You shut your dirty, whorish mouth.
No, I read.
Do you have this in yours or no?
No, that's all you.
Okay. First, skip it. So I'll start. This isn't bad. It's just a bunch of short stories about Superman. Kind of about Superman. None of the art is worth anything. Even if a good artist can take black, white, and blue and make it something, it just looks like it's all hodgepodge cobbled together. And it's nowhere near worth whatever the price is. Let me check for you.
Probably $5.90. I'm going to say $5.99.
Probably because it's almost like square bound, even though it's not thick enough to be. Oh yeah, they made it like a square bound. It says book 2 on the spine, and it's just
I read the first story. The first story pissed me off about Ma Kent.
It's nowhere near. Oh yeah, $6.
Jeez.
$6. It's just nowhere worth $6. Why are you trying to make a square bound out of a regular size comic so it'll look cool on a shelf? It's not going to look cool on a shelf. It's just, this is a failed experiment. I've enjoyed the other theme books like this. I think Marvel's done it the best. And yeah, this one just misses the mark completely. Go ahead with your Nightwing.
So I do not like Dick Grayson's criticisms of Bruce Wayne and how he could have done more as a billionaire. I mean, Bruce could have given out his fortune to everyone, and it still would not have been enough for jackasses who make comments like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Batman the Animated Series dealt with that same concept in one episode, in one scene, and the conclusion was it is never enough.
Yeah.
Never enough. It's amazing how irresponsible he is being with his money in this. He's giving it away faster than Steve Martin in The Jerk or Lord and Harry in Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for a priest to come up to him to talk about.
Well, he just found out he's a billionaire. Remember?
But still, he was
because Alfred left him all his money.
I agree. But however, he was raised under a billionaire. He should know what being fiscally responsible is with your money.
Yeah.
An inkling of that.
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to be, what, 30 at this time? Maybe 30?
Oh, he's got probably.
Probably, yeah. And the timeline right now, I don't know. And because he's so naive enough to let his wallet get lifted by kids he was helping, he spends the rest of the issue trying to get his wallet back as Nightwing. And it lost me. I'm done. If you want to read a great Nightwing story done well, read Chuck Dixon and Scott McDaniel's Nightwing issues. They were just simply fun.
You're so hard on the characters you love.
I am.
You're super hard on Nightwing.
I have to be because I love these characters.
So this made my top 10. And I'll tell you why later. I'll say my thoughts for it.
Okay.
More because there's key aspect to it. It is a key.
Yes, there is.
Heartless Man. First appearance of Heartless Man.
Yes, yes.
Okay, last one. I have Women of Marvel.
Layla Starr.
No way. That's a skip it?
That's a skip it.
Oh my God. That's in my top 10. High up in my top 10. I love that book. I loved it. Okay, start with you.
Okay.
Well, let me
this will be quick. This will be quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I suppose if you've never read anything by Garth Ennis, never read Sandman, never read Preacher, you may love this and think it's the greatest thing ever. But when you break it down, it's really a bad Looney Tunes cartoon wherein Layla is Wile E. Coyote and the baby is the Roadrunner and she's trying to kill it.
I don't think that at all. I think it's a fresh take on those stories. I've definitely read, and I'll go into this later, but in response to that, I think you're crazy. I've read Sandman. I'm a huge Sandman fan. I've probably read it 5 times, the entire anthology. Huge Garth Ennis fan. Love Preacher. Preach to everybody they should read it. I love all those characters.
Yes.
This was a fresh take on death. She's in a different situation we've never seen her in before. It's got a lighthearted playfulness to it. She's still very determined to do something. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I really, really enjoyed it. At the end, there's a couple twists in it. I can't wait to see the second death of Layla Starr because I think they already had the first or second, whatever it was. I really liked it. It was a fresh take on all of it. And out of all the crap I read this week, there's so much crap I read. When I read this, I had a smile on my face at the end, and I realized like this is the only book that made me smile this week.
Really?
I really enjoyed this book, and it's in my top 10. It's high up on my top 10. Women of Marvel. It's not bad, but it's not
cover ever.
But it's not. Oh, the cover is terrible. So this cover is garbage. I'll tell you right now. Not a single of these girls has ever worn a bra in their life. They are all drawn like they have the saggiest,
saggy granny boobs,
granny boobies in the world. And somebody intentionally drew them that way. Yes. And an editor said, that's great. We should have them look like they have boobs hanging down to their belts. It's just, I mean, come on, really, Marvel? Was this what the women look like now? Anyway. But the stories aren't bad. There's a couple of fun, playful stories in there. Your wife will like it. Your girlfriend will like it. I was like, okay. Oh, Lady Deathstrike got her nails done.
You kidding? No. No, you're kidding.
But they're all fun. They're all fun stories. That it's not serious. I mean, she's not like, now I'm going to go kill Wolverine. There's just a bunch of stories like that in there. The Peggy Carter story was really long. I don't know why it was so long.
Trying to make her a thing.
but it was the Peggy Carter from the Captain America Peggy Carter from the Earth, whatever the What If story they did, or whenever she showed up. Anyway, it's just, you can skip it. There's nothing spectacular in there. Nothing great happens. None of the art is really jumping out. It's just a bunch of short stories. None of the covers are great. Some people are gonna like the Momoko cover. That's cool, but just, I don't know, man. Just I didn't think it was that fantastic. Skip it for me. And you're insane with that.
It's essentially a Looney Tunes cartoon. It's
you can't
Looney Tunes.
You can't hold. Here's my criticism of your criticisms.
Okay.
If there's something you like, you're hard on, which I get. I understand that, because I'm hard on the things that I love too, right? That's why we both are so hard on Spider-Man.
Yes.
But if something even has like an echo of something that was already done or similar, like a Death character, right? No one's done Death or the Endless or those characters better than Neil Gaiman, no. I would argue, and it'll never be done that way again.
No,
but you can't compare them.
You have to, because they're using essentially the same.
But characters. You can't compare. Yeah, but you can't compare a guy that flies, Invincible, with Superman just because they fly and it's been done before. It's two different stories of people. Invincible is basically a Superman. That guy is Superman.
Yes.
And it's a different take on those type of characters.
Yes, and it's a different take, absolutely. But it's a Looney Tunes cartoon.
I don't know. I thought it was different. Hey, make your own call, guys. This is where you get two different opinions, right?
Am I right or am I wrong? Let me know.
He's wrong.
In the comments. Say in the comments.
All right, so thanks for hanging out with us. I know we're all glary this time, but we appreciate. Oh, look, the mouse is behind me on the big monitor. Let me get it back over here where it has to go. So thanks a lot, guys. We're going to end this one. At the end is going to be our top 10. So tune in for that one. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time, buy what you like, collect what you want, and we'll see you next time.